Okay, good afternoon everyone, good morning, good evening, wherever you may be today. Welcome back to an RTSL game against Ted Un. Okay, 45 minutes, we are the USSR, so we're going to accept that. I forgot to ask if Ted is okay with a longer game time, so we're just going to go with this. I guess it'll be a good practice for Blitz League, which I've just signed up for, so 441, yeah, no reason not to go with that. Yeah, it'll definitely be good practice for trying to play a bit quicker. We've got Middle East, which we can 5-year plan if things go awry. We'd have to give containment an hour early then. I think I like this. Getting purged would be bad, but I don't necessarily expect that often as the USSR, I suppose. I don't know. Well, maybe. I feel like the USA might have a couple better headlines in this scenario, although they don't have Middle East as well. I haven't. Okay, 442. I haven't played much recently, so I'm not quite there yet. Let me just get my hand into the card tracker first of all. Yeah, I haven't played in a little while. Been not very good with my health, which is frustrating, but we are feeling quite good today, so back at it. Okay, 9 cards including China. Our opponent seems... USA looks like their dominant preferred side. Wait. Yeah, they're slightly better as the USA, but very competent as both. Okay, so headline-wise, no de facto, so it's not going to decol. No, they didn't set up in France, so Suez isn't good. I think it's just captured Nazis. Purge, right. Yeah, that's not good. Guess it's good to get our 2 VPs on the board. Mark those off on the card tracker. Yeah, put on do not disturb mode, I'm not distracted. And okay, so this will probably be a 5-year plan Middle East with decal. I think I want DEFCON down, but I don't want to blow my... Even if they give Warsaw straight away, I'm not sure I want to use NATO immediately. I think I want a 3-op for later in turn, so I think I'll just take my chances here. Perfect roll. Turns out it's a good thing not to have used NATO, because otherwise that would be ripe to coup back. Okay. Dark, I assume that's some Egypt, Malaysia, or something like that. Yeah, exactly that. Okay, I've already got to space, so that's good. Let's put 5-year plan Middle East at the end. So that means before that I've got a 4-op, a 1-op, an event. I could just do the 1-op into South Korea. Play it slow. I could also coup again, but I feel that does signpost I have decol and doesn't seem good. I could decol straight away actually. Oop, no, wrong card. What would that look like? Algeria, Thailand, Laos, Angola? If he takes Thailand, I take France. Yeah, I like creating a double threat. See what he's got. Last time I uploaded a video, I did get a DM from someone saying that I think it was last time I uploaded all the time before, but somebody said that the music and the ambient volume was a bit high, so I've tried turning that down a bit for today. So if it sounds better, do let me know. I do like to have a bit of noise in the background just so I don't space out, but I don't want it to be so loud that it's drowning out the nonsense that I'm saying. Okay, so it's a fair enough play. Looks like we are going to get Thailand though. I think I want to do this because I'm going to give up a coup. At this stage, Thailand, they would, with a 4, would need to roll a 5 with a 4, so a total of 9. So, which I don't think is that realistic, so I think I just lock it up. course, a 9 total would be quite bad, but I don't think I've got a better play in this scenario. Romanian could just be a one-up coup. Containment, maybe South Korea, depending on where DEFCON is. Decal with this hand. Okay. Okay, I don't like that, but no, I don't like that. Doesn't take away Dom, at least. I think. Do I lower DEFCON is the question. That gives up a coup on Angola or Zaire. I could. They need Millop. Ted needs Millops as well, so I assume if I don't coup, Ted will coup here or here, Angola or Zaire, in response to which I coup back. So I think I do like just placing influence here. Close off Algeria because I'm not worried about Middle East presence. Seems good enough. I need to speed up a little bit. I don't know what possessed me to sign up for Twilight Struggle Blitz, but well, I did it, so we'll see how that goes somewhere down the line. I believe games are due by September, so I don't know when we'll see the start of that campaign, but I imagine it'll take a lot of losses. I'm simultaneously looking forward to it and very much not looking forward to it. One of the main reasons I signed up was just to get humbled, really. Aside from RTSL, where I am 0-2 to start the season, which is also not great. But I lost the first game in RTSL just to being outplayed and also freaking out because of the timer. Second game was... Oh, okay. Okay, interesting. I want to coup that back, I think. I don't want to lose that. I'm not sure if that was good, but we'll see. I assume Ted will want to take Europe Dom before the end of the turn. I know France isn't particularly under threat due to Truman being unseen and Suez and de Gaulle both being gone. But at the same time, you do want to get the 5 VP's potential on the board. AI Wolf influence? Where's that going? Lebanon and stopping Asia Dom. Okay. Don't hate that. So we will 5-year plan Middle East. And retake Asia Dom seems good. Ted needs 2 Millops, so I assume he will coup. He will coup, DEFCON will go to 4. Do I coup Panama, lower DEFCON properly? No, that means 1 Millop and he could easily do a break. No, Vietnam, that just feels ugly. I think I'm just going to coup. Okay, I think that worked. So now it's done the thing where it looks like it's where I placed ops, but it saved it even though I didn't play that move. Okay. Comic-Con. Yep. That's just another coup. Which I will coup back next turn. Let's put another one in Yugoslavia and get access to... Well, I already had access, but I don't know. If we have tons of ops and know where to go next turn, we could always do something. Oh, this is interesting. This is interesting. I think this is a Europe headline. So we've got Europe and Asia. The ops are terrible. Don't even have a 3 op. So we've got Europe and Asia. We've got NASA, Cambridge, Fidel, Olympic Games, Indo-Pakistani War, Special Relationship. That's 9 cards. Oh, Marshall is a good headline and it does make sense, but also, what am I actually going to be doing against Marshall? I'm still scoring Europe. So I think it is just headline Europe and hope. Okay, okay. That also sucks to lose the points, but that play was specifically geared at Europe because that is a weak use of Truman. So now, I believe it's an Angola coup and then focus on taking Dom in Asia. That's not good. Now Zaire could get flipped. I'm going to have to deal with that if Ted doesn't immediately go there. I'm going to want to take Iran as to get into Pakistan. Let's see, Ted can put 2 ops in Indonesia and Philippines to stop Dom. I can always go Afghanistan because that will give me more tempo than Iran in terms of getting an Asia Dom. If I really need to, I can use China, but even with these ops, I think I should be able to get a Dom without having to spend that. Okay, no. Okay, if he's doing that, I think I do like Iran. Yeah. So country counts 4 to 3, so I'll need Vietnam, Pakistan. Okay, this is going to be difficult, but not impossible, I don't think. There are 3 unseen 4 ops out there, though, so... Well, that's really annoying. No, let's just give special first. I'm going to be giving special. And if Ted just wants to break and jam, like, honestly, have at it. 2 VPs is better than nothing, and I can always use China to go. India, Vietnam, 1 Japan, I don't know. Put it this way, I'm not going to score Asia for a minus score. And he is essentially just using his ops in an inefficient manner to cause me to fill things I already planned to fill. I mean, 2 ops to go 1 Iran could have been 2 Libya, so I'm not convinced it's actually that good. Unless he wants to just stick something massive into Pakistan, which he doesn't. Really? Serious? I do want Iran. Okay, he seems to be playing in a very annoying way. Like, I don't really think it's good, but at the same time, somehow getting the job done, so... Blockade is discarding Sotgovs, maybe? D-Style. I'm glad to see that back in the deck. So I'm 1 country down. So unless I spend China, I'm not getting Asia Dom. I guess I'll just dump it for 2 then. It's frustrating. I didn't think his line of play looked good at the time, but it did what it needed to do. I will get to hold IP wall through, though. I'm quite pleased about that. I might event NASA, or might just keep it in the deck to... If he takes Middle East Dom and NASA stops it, I'll event NASA, I think. So long term, I hope to get an Asia Dom. Middle East is pretty evenish. It depends who puts more ops in there. Europe is his. It's not... With Marshall coming, it could get very strong, but at the moment it's just mediocre, you know. I feel like I could do something in Europe if I got Marshall, and a couple other good cards down the line. Africa, well, that'll depend on the Angola coup. Next turn, I presume, unless I redraw Middle East, and the America's not great because I didn't get D-Star. The 3-4 ops that we haven't seen will be very important. Okay. Neither of us seem to have had very good hands. That's 20 and 7, yes. CIA, also not seen. I'd quite like him to have that right now. Or even better next turn. Warsaw. Don't mind getting Warsaw. Okay, I think that's going to be a NASA event in that case. Now, do I go for a greedy? 1, 2, 3. I think I do. I think I do this and then stop Middle East Storm. Six and 6. Well, it could be 6 and 7, but it could be 7 and 7, I suppose. But no, I quite like this. I think forces him to make a decision. That's 2 dorms gone, and I assume you want Europe back most. So maybe you're going to Spain. Stops you doing anything like flipping Zaire or poking Pakistan. I mean, you could still do those things with the 4-op, but not with Vietnam. Where's that going? I don't like that. It's not a bad play in itself, but it didn't seem urgent. You could have easily done that turn 3. I feel like there are things that are more important to do turn 2 here, like retaking Europe Don. Oh, this is nice. I get all the big cards, and EU. He gets Socialists, CIA, UN. Okay, reshuffle. There's a lot of ops here. Duck, Suez, Independent Reds. Independent Reds might actually. It's actually quite annoying now. So is EU. Headlines? Suez, maybe? Indo-Pac is also a thing. I think Suez, just because it's annoying. CIA, okay. That's gonna steal the coup. That's actually quite annoying. Could boat race him in France, though. Yeah, hitting the coup on Zaire is actually quite frustrating. But at the same time, CIA is gone. And last turn, maybe if I'd done something differently turn 1, Africa would look better, but I don't think I did it horribly. Also, he sees my ops and may decide to just... No, he is going... Oh, that's big. That's big. Okay. Let's think for a second. He had CIA. He headlined CIA despite not choosing to keep it in a deck. That's either a personal preference or he doesn't have a better headline. Seeing the amount of DEFCON cards that can kill the US late war, I'm thinking he doesn't have a better headline. That means he doesn't have Purge. So the only 4-op out there is NATO. Only 3 ops out there: 5-year plan, NORAD, and D-Star. So, if I were to do something like this, 1 Zaire, 3 France, I'm not convinced he's taking that back. Yeah, let's see what he wants to do with that. Not having access to South America, I don't think I've got a lot of places to put my ops, so I don't mind that at all. What's country count in Asia looking like? 5-5, so I want to take India this turn. Okay, he does have NATO, that's unfortunate, but... Saudi, okay. Still forced him to spend it, and the odds were not high, so I don't mind the play. Okay, 1 into Saudi is interesting. I could just put Marshall into France, which would put it at 7-5 and then 6-7. Would of course stop any chance of me getting a Dom, but it'd be 6-7, the most he could go up to would be 9. Still think I could win it. I'm just trying to decide if I don't do that, I'm spacing or holding Marshall. Doc's also ungivable. So that means I would have to give USJ, EU, and Independent Reds. All events that I don't want to give. So if I do this, I think he should just put all 4 of NATO into France. I think 1 Saudi was a bit of a mistake, leaving the door open. Yeah, screw it. I don't have a lot better to do. I mean, I want to take Asia Dom at some points, but this means I can hold US Japan, which will be helpful for doing that. Space Duck, hold US Japan. If I can get France, EU into India. Norad, okay, he had some decent redraws himself. Yeah, now he's getting annoyed by this. Yeah, I think EU is fine. Like I said, I don't have a lot of places to go. Asia Dom is the only other thing that I really want to achieve, and if it means screwing with him in Europe and forcing him to spend all his ops there, where he's... I wouldn't say he has more places to go, but he has as many places to go as I do, and probably less ops. Is he going to UN SOCGovs? Yeah, UN SOCGovs. That's the only cards I knew about. Okay, he's going to 12-10. CIA gone, and I really want it now. I'm probably playing this badly. I will hold my hands up. I'm probably tunnel visioning far too much, but I don't really care, to be completely honest. I haven't played Twilight Struggle in a while. I've been having a bit of a rubbish life recently, so I'm kind of having fun, if I'm being honest. Like, even if I lose, I'm just having a good time, and that's kind of all you can ask sometimes, isn't it? You know, I'm just having some fun here, jamming France repeatedly. Well, not jamming, just filling France repeatedly. It's got this many ops in it already. I think that's kind of fun. You know, I'm sure a lot of you are screaming at me, didn't take Asia Dom, didn't fill Iraq, all the stuff like that, but I'm entertained, so at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Yeah. Like I said, we are having fun. Yeah, if he'd just put the 4 from NATO into France, none of this would have happened. Like, he really could have avoided all of that by just putting 1 more up into France to put it at 6-3 instead of... And now I get Europe! I also get a bunch of other crap, so I'm glad that I... Yeah, okay, looks like it's going to be AMD Fidel. I'm just going to put my hand into the card tracker. I've got Ask Not. I've got 5-year plan. I've got Bear Trap. I've got Fidel. I've got How I Learned to Stop Worrying. I've got AMD. And what else am I missing? Europe, of course. I always forget to go on cards when I'm doing card tracker. Let me just check the odds of getting Europe Dom. Yep, they are not 0, but they're pretty low. I can always put 1 into Yugoslavia, force him to do something there. I like that day. Okay. Bear Trap is a big no. I think it's dark. The 3VP is not very good, but it allows me to do other stuff. And it doesn't really give him anything that good. I mean, it doesn't give him anything he can use. So yeah, I think I like that, and then I 1 Chile to take presence and prevent VOA. And 1 Yugoslavia just to force him to spend 2 ops in Europe before deciding to do anything else. Yeah, I'm fine with that. That seems fine. IP war will be for the mill ops, which I, again, would have done last time I hadn't decided to go all in on France. Fidel for the event. Bear Trap for the space. Kennedy possibly for second space if I hit the first one. And hold 5-year plan, because even though I don't have a lot of bad scorings on the board yet, I don't really have a lot of good ones, and anything could change, so I think, yeah, U2, that's going to be... So VP. Don't hate a VP. Yep. Okay, Afghanistan, I guess it's just for a point. Also, for the Pakistan flip. So I think how I learned is... I would like to get to Argentina, but I'm not sure what card I'm doing it with if I'm doing this. But yeah, definitely one in Pakistan, because flipping Pakistan would be bad. Yep, Asia equal, fine. Probably should have gotten more out of Asia, but that's because of Europe shenanigans. Do I score Europe now? I think I do. Oof, I've just seen my timer. I thought I was playing quite quickly, to be completely honest, but I guess space, yep. I guess I lose a lot of time on card tracking. Yeah, bear trap to space. Hit. If he has one small step, I'll be sad, but I was always going to need space. Africa, another equal scoring. I will space again. And then my next two turns are Event Fidel and Event Indo-Pac. I don't hate the board. If I can get a coup off turn 5, might be quite decent. I will have, unless he does something crazy now. Okay, flower power. It's nice to activate it, but it's a fairly... Okay, yeah, you're going for that. That's fine. It's 3 VPs for you if you have the scoring. I'll just take my guaranteed 2 on Millops, and that's a net 4, so that's gonna, even if he has the scoring, that beats it out. Oh, if he had a lot of scorings. Yep, no, that's still 1 VP for me as opposed to if I just stopped it. Yeah, that's a hand. Oof, that's an awful hand. Not getting something good. Imagine if I'd given Kennedy to that. That is quite a thought. Okay, summit. Where's that? Realigning Cuba. Yeah, and not hitting. Oof, that could have been the other way around. Okay, yep, +1 VP for me. Just the Americas to score, both of which I think I have. Oh, of course, Southeast Asia as well. But I do feel I have an advantage there. I could do Death Squad's coup Mexico. That's quite appealing. What are my other options, even? I don't know what my other options are. Okay, I'm trying to do the card tracker a bit quicker. How many cards have I got? I had 8. No, it's meant to be 9. What am I missing? I'm missing Cuban. Yeah, I think it's Lads. He's probably going to have a lot of good headline options, but... Purge. Okay, now I'm glad to be able to get even a remotely decent coup off. Under Lads. No, yeah, I think it's this. Okay, not quite enough, but it forces a response. That's annoying. What can you do? Yeah. Okay, how else could he even get Millops? Brushall. Wait, I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. Okay, yeah, I'm good. This is not a great hand. But I'll get a couple points out of it. 3 here, 1 here. Millops possibly as well. I think I'm probably going to event Nixon and give the VP back. Giving the Pope, which isn't nice. Yeah, this is a bad purge. This is a really bad purge. If I hadn't got purged, I'd have got central control. But again, I think I'm going to be able to get my scorings out safely, hopefully. Unless we... I think my next play is to drop south, so hopefully we don't see Hunter. I feel like Hunter was better than Purge in the headline. Not sure. They're both very good, so it's difficult to conclusively say, but I think Hunter had the edge for dropping DEFCON and getting into South America, so I'd be surprised to see that. ABM can't do anything in the South. OAS could, although I wonder if that would even go like, okay, space decall. Glad to not see one small step. And yeah, I'll just dump South, because I am not taking Argentina with this hand. I'd need to use Nixon and the Pope, and the Pope's definitely going to need to repair. Okay, so that was decall to space, followed by me scoring South. Let me just check. That's not fun. 28-19. Christ. Do I give up Algeria? Oh, my card tracker's off. I've got 25 and 20. Okay. I think I need to protect Thailand. And hope that... Yeah, I need to surrender India. Yeah, I'm not happy about any of this. Okay, let me just... Okay, I didn't get Che on the card tracker. Colonials is also gone. Death Squad's gone. Okay, now I've got 28-21 and it's 29-20, so I've probably just put one wrong card in the discard pile. Misclicked. And that was how I learned to stop worrying. That should be in there. Willy Brandt, okay, yep, fine. Do what you must. I will just score South for another point. This is a damning purge. Could have protected way more of my stuff if the colonials could have done more damage. That I should be grateful that it didn't cost me any points in South. Yeah, I'm just going to overprotect, even though it's completely unnecessary, I assume. No, it's just going to take, and that gives him Milops. That's really annoying. Really annoying. I hate giving this because of France as well. Hate it. Now here, I could just space 5-year plan. I only just thought of that, so it's not great to be spacing AR7, but it gives me a shot for the 2VPs. It means I don't have to give R-Man. I might do that. Yeah, well, now. Oh, screw it, I'm still doing that. I don't want to give R-Man. Would have looked a lot cooler if I'd hit it, admittedly. Really? You saved ABM for... It's annoying, but I don't know about saving it right to the end. I don't understand why you'd do it that early, put it that way. Okay, it's another not great hand. Headlines look like Quagmire is the best, so I'm just going to go with that. Okay, yeah, I'm fine to get Quag on this hand. With Grain coming. Romanian, best card he could have pulled. I feel like this one might be heading for a loss. Don't feel I'm playing particularly well, probably because of my very cavalier attitude in Europe, but then again... Oh, okay, yeah, of course, hit the roll, take Africa control. Not very pleased about that, to be completely honest. Now I don't get to do anything here. And I could just... Yeah, could just do that, and then I'll use cultural to Mexico on Cuba. Maybe even misses a roll. I doubt I should be so lucky, but... No, D-Star as well. Like another card I would have liked to get. Plus, this does incentivize Guatemala, which without I will not have Milops. Don't have anywhere to coup. So I will very gladly push for that. Panama event, okay, just going for the event. Getting into top half, I can't do jack to stop it, which I'm surprised because it's not urgent. I will now take the chance to space, and I think it's VOA. Nice hit, I'm pleased about that. Maybe I should have held VOA through, but I'm not sure with this hand. Yeah, for one small step, I don't think you wait to space. That 2VP was a bit more valuable than headline peak, I personally think. Having to play... Oh, of course I couldn't hold VOA through. I'm playing everything. Do I want to take South America? Dom? Nicaragua, Haiti? I think I do. Or do I want to go here? Here? Let's do this first, because I know Gunman's out there, but I have to give it. I don't have a choice. Hopefully Gunman doesn't get touched. I'd also like to see We Will Bury You, Muslim, OPEC survive, if possible. Also the scoring will be nice, but again I don't have a choice, so just Brush. And Brush is a card I'm probably scared of, so no, I'm pleased with that. I'm going to have to give a Surrey, so I may as well start preparing. Shuttle, where's that going? Venezuela, Brazil maybe? Yeah, fair enough. What I want to do with Cambridge, maybe my idea is if I go something like here with Cambridge, then Puppet, then I'll have to give Puppets and I can coup. But I also don't want... Yeah. I think it's just Cambridge into Argentina, Surrey and the repair, and then play Puppets first and go Guatemala, Nicaragua maybe? So he can't stop Dom, and he also can't set up instant realigns and actually take them. Okay, de facto, is that Cuba again? Please miss. Please miss again. Thank you. I don't hate my position. It's not a good position, but... And it would be really nice if he didn't notice that Romanian gave me Europe Dom. Yeah, I don't know, I would have gone Pakistan, Thailand. I thought about that before, and... You know, now you have to spend China if you want to do anything. Again, I won't get Milops, but I'm not using Puppets to coup Costa Rica. That would be very silly. I could give it and then coup whatever he puts. If he puts it in non-battlegrounds, I could coup there, but let's be real, I'm not doing that, because that would give realigns on Cuba or Mexico, and I would like to try and get this Dom, or at least stop him from getting on. Okay. Nice miss, and yeah, I think this is, here. He can go now, Haiti, coup. That would stop Dom, but it's going to give me the opportunity to fight it next turn. And considering I have to give the card, yeah, I don't think it's awful. We'll give him 2 points on Milops, but I'll be on 7 then. Gunman unseen. OPEC unseen, Brezhnev unseen, We Will Bury You unseen, Hunter unseen. That's going to be, whoever gets Hunter, that's going to be big. So I don't think I'm dead lost on this board by any means, even though Africa's a tragedy. Okay, maybe he doesn't even coup. What is with this guy and using power cards AR7? What is he headline? Grain, okay, I can see grain. I just don't get it, to be completely honest. Like, he's lost out on a Millop that way. Okay, not the cards I wanted. I get We Will Bury You, Camp David. Yeah, this is really rubbish, to be quite honest. Son, Nuke Subs. Oh, this is crap. He gets Gunman at least. He gets all my stuff and Salt. I get all his stuff. And We Will Bury You. This might even... Well, this is the easiest Libs headline ever. This might be a self-trap hand, to be completely honest, I'm not sure. Sock Gloves is nice, it gives me opportunity to, well, it probably won't give me a long-term Europe Dom, but it gives me the opportunity to force the issue a little bit at least. And he's got Gunman, OPEC. He probably dumps Gunman here. No, he Rodri Kennedy, of course he did. Now he's going to get rid of all his crap, draw a beautiful hand, and I'm just stuck with rubbish. Christ. Jesus Christ. Gunman, OPEC, South African, Central, Che, and AI Ball. Bloody hell. I mean, I can't even get the Dom now, so I guess I coup in Africa. Yeah, coup with... I don't want to give that just yet. Okay. Is Camp David that bad? I mean, AI Wall's gone now, so I don't think so. Yeah, why not? I think this turn I've just already had such ridiculously bad luck in the fact that he redraws Kennedy and gets rid of his entire hand, and then I roll a 1 on the anything but a 1 to actually get in there coup. So I'm a little bit annoyed now because I feel that I guess at least he's not going to do something stupid with swords. But yeah, I feel like that was just stupid. That was very unlucky. Maybe I should have used Wheelberry, I don't know, but I feel like sometimes if you get that kind of luck, what are you even meant to do? I don't get Muslim, so I can't do much in the Middle East. Yeah, I'm losing this. I guess one in Poland's going to be important. France will probably get realigned later, so what's the point? Yeah, I just feel very demotivated now. Wait. I can go here, because that creates a double threat, so is there something I can do that would make him not want to coup that? Any scorings I can threaten? I'll do that. I would like to take some rear lines or flip Nigeria. I don't mind that play, it doesn't feel great, but it doesn't feel awful either. Make a decision. But yeah, I don't think this game's going well, and you know, I definitely don't have anyone to blame but myself for that, but I'm very annoyed with how the start of this turn went. To redraw on Kennedy always sucks. Let's check I've got my card tracking okay. 9 and 33, yep, that's right. Should be able to finish the game in time, I think. China, okay, what are we doing with China influence? Fair enough. I think I'll take rear lines now. Nice. I think Nigeria's next. No, I don't hit those, but I've flipped over Algeria, stopped Africa control. Okay, South America. I will just put Formosan here. My position's a little bit less bad now. Still not great, but not dead in the water. Cambridge, where's that going on? I could at that particular moment. Oh yeah, just take. Well, I'm giving Sadat, so I may as well give it now. Put another op into India, don't surrender and all that. I'm not sure India even matters that much, but if I got a decor redraw later, I could possibly fight for Asia Dom. China card into South Korea is also a possibility. Now I have it. And all China card events, except for my own, I believe, are gone. I think the hold is OAS. I think a space trap and then nuke subs poke. Oh yeah, we're talking about a decor redraw, but of course it's actually a Colonials redraw. I hate this bloody game. I hate the fact that he just seems to get whatever he needs whenever he needs it. Like, what am I meant to do? Like, seriously, what am I meant to do? He just gets everything. Let's just space that, because, you know, I'm going to have Africa flip back on me now, just because he got more good cards that I can't do anything to fight. Yeah, it's very, very irritating. Funny, if I had one really good hand, like say turn 8, I just get... Is that space? Yeah, okay, I really wanted that one this time, to be honest. Yep, hit it, why not? I guess I'll have to give nuke subs. Or, I mean, yeah, OAS is just too bad, isn't it? He's gonna coup with it. I'll do that. Set up something for Central. No, there's no point in that. I mean, what is he going to coup? It's probably just Algeria. So I'll just put one in India. Could be Argentina, but that's scored. That's now stuck on the screen. Let's get rid of that. It'll be Brezhnev. Brezhnev coup Algeria. Roll a 5. Perfectly what you need to flip it back, I assume. Or even a 6 to overprotect it, because why wouldn't you do that? Summit. Summit for influence. Oh, stop Europe Dom, okay. I'm surprised about that, because that does give up Milops.
But surely one such lesson, learned by the world at great cost, is that aggression...
Yeah, well, for all talk of, you know, that good hand, still only got 1-3 op. Can't really roll in Iraq, because you need a 6. I guess it's this, again, I don't know. Okay, it's not a strong headline. I guess he's worried about war games. Can't believe I don't think I've ever headlined Latin American Death Gods before. Now I've done it twice in one game. That's it's truly something. So it'll be Ortega, coup Brazil, I think. I'm not sure that Africa matters so much. I've got one battleground already, and I'd like to. Africa is unscored, but then that does make my entire headline pointless. But then what else was I going to headline? At least I'll be able to do some coups in Central. Yeah, I think it's Nigeria, actually. Nigeria I'd needed 3 to get in. Here I'd need a 4. Yeah, I think it's... Nigeria. Okay, let's actually think about this for a sec. Europe's 1 for me, and I'm not getting Dom there. Solidarity's so bad, I might have to play China. Asia is... if I take India... No, I'm not getting Dom, I don't think, but it's not awful. Africa is closer. Well, I said I was going to have to play China, didn't I? No, I don't want to overprotect India, I want to overprotect North Korea. It's now a VP for me. Yeah, like I said, if I can get a decor redraw, doesn't seem likely that it would ever happen, but if I can get it... Ooh, low battery, I should have enough though. Yeah, why not? Why wouldn't you have another great card that's going to flip a battleground? Yeah, I just feel like... I feel like I didn't play the early war great, but I also feel like I've just had awful cards. Okay, well, I know you'll probably flip it straight back, but I feel like I kind of have to at least take the chance. Maybe I want to take a couple coups in Central America. Yeah, he's not. Okay, please miss. Please. Really like it if you missed. No, why would you ever miss anything? Yeah, why would you miss any roll, like, ever? Like, okay, admittedly the one on Nigeria was literally a miss, but why wouldn't you just get everything you need? I just feel very fed up now. Let's have a look at the last few hands, see if I'm justified, if I'm just on tilt. Okay, we both had bad hands. We both had very bad hands here. Neither of us had a good hand here. I had a terrible hand here and he had a really good one. I had another bad hand here. He had another really good one. He got Kennedy and got rid of everything bad, whereas I had more rubbish. Yeah, I feel like since I haven't had a good hand since turn 4. No, I didn't even have a good hand turn 4. He just had a bad one as well. Yeah, turn 3 was the last time I had a really good hand, and I've had 2 decent hands the entire game. Oh yeah, brush. Why not? Why not have that as well? Hit that, please. Go on. Pakistan? No. Oh wow. I'm quite surprised by that. I guess I'll just take a coup, maybe here. Put a dom on the board, just for the sake of it. I think special can poke UK. Kitchen, just, I don't know, another one up coup. Somehow I'm not dead lost on the board yet. I'm sure as hell not doing well, but one big hand maybe? If I can get a coup on Zaire next turn, that's something. Did I miss? Oh, Jesus Christ. Just give it a rest, man. Like, what's your problem? Why can't you just take release control? I don't even care. Like, you just get all the cards. I mean, VOA, Brush War, Indo-Pac, which hits. Colonials, Kennedy. Hunter, Grain, ABM. Yeah, whatever, I don't care. There's not much you can do when your opponent draws every card. That's probably a bad attitude because there's probably things I could have done better. But not to the extent that I'm actually in a position to win, let's be real here. Okay, finally a good hand. UN will allow me to get rid of Grain. He's headlines instantly, so he's probably got a banger. Defactors is gone, yeah. Okay, so I can at least be safe to headline. What do I want to headline? Do I want to headline Purge or Hunter? Well, with Africa, I think I headline Hunter and I don't coup. God. Yeah, get every... Yeah. This just feels completely pointless. I don't even feel I've been particularly outskilled here. I just feel I've been defeated by abysmal hand after abysmal hand, and he gets brilliant hand after brilliant hand. And like I said, oh yeah, VOA, of course, do that again. Oh, get lost. 2 out of Iran, are you serious? Oh, it's to deny access. I don't even care. I think I need to coup Zaire though. So... realign Brazil? I don't know. If you flip the numbers on that would be brilliant. UN... Grain, what's that? What odds does that give me? It means I need a 3, but I really need this, so... That's probably my space card. Am I really using Purge to coup Zaire? Because I need this. Like, I need this. This feels like... Yeah, I'm using Purge to coup Zaire. Okay, yeah, whenever I used Grain, I'd roll a 1, he's going to flip it, and... Yeah, that's bad for me, so... I mean, the entire thing's bad for me. I've lost Asia now, so I'm screwed. But, like, who cares? who cares at this point? Yeah, I feel like I don't really have very much to say anymore that I can really comment on the state of the game. I feel like it kind of speaks for itself, so I think I'm just going to mute up so I don't keep rambling on and saying stuff that I'll look back on later with a mild level of embarrassment. So yeah, I'm going to mute up now and just, enjoy the rest of the game, enjoy me getting absolutely destroyed by RNG, and yeah, good game to Ted. A couple of plays he did I slightly disagree with, but nothing to the extent that I would have thought I should be in this, realistically. Yeah. Catch you laters when I lose.
Totalitarian world produces backwardness because it does such violence to the spirit, thwarting the human impulse to create, to enjoy, to worship.
Мы наследники великой цивилизации. И сейчас от всех и каждого зависит, чтобы она возродилась к новой, современной и достойной жизни.
question alone that remains open, but the question of freedom for all mankind. The totalitarian world produces backwardness because it does such violence to the spirit, thwarting the human impulse to create, to enjoy, to worship.
Și de aceea trebuie să apărăm cu toate forțele integritatea și independența României. viitorul poporului și națiunii noastre independente.